What's up, Ninja Nation? It's your boy, Jesse James. Welcome to another episode of ManBeardia Vikings Before Time. Alright, we left off on chapter 6, page 84. Light your lava lamps. Fluff your beanbags. Let's go. He flung a red delicious apple to Satan. Satan instinctively grabbed it so it did not hit his face. An apple? The champion smiled. Yeah, figured it'd bring you luck. Or would you prefer a pitchfork? Raiden Lee caught the joke before Satan did and started busting out laughing. A moment and a blank stare later, then he got it. He lowered his head and growled. He dropped the apple to the ground. I usually kill people that make eating jokes. And yet here I stand, unmurdered, and there you sit, very bitch-like. A continued growl. I don't think I like you. It's okay, demon pup. I don't care. I didn't come here to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Raiden Lee continued to smile. This guy is on point with the Satan lore puns, and they are flying over his head like missed missiles. Oh, my ribs hurt. I'm laughing too hard. Once y'all get situated, Apollo bought y'all a hot meal over there at the tiki bar. Just tell the chef you're Apollo's guest, then order whatever you want. He also bought you 1 round of beverage. Don't order anything extra, as you don't have the currency here. And the chef isn't that kind that'll make you do dishes. Something threatening and ominous was in that last part. Satan passed up on that notion, but Raiden Lee picked up on it. Raiden Lee bowed. Thank you, Master Sanchi. See y'all tomorrow. Satan waited till he left and was out of earshot. I don't like him. The evil one stared hatefully at the empty entrance. It's obvious no one likes me, but do we really have to be a ass on top of it? Like, damn. Raiden Lee laughed at his whining. The Ancient One's glare went to Raiden Lee. What's so funny? I'm sorry, I find it hilarious. You are so out of your element here. You are amazingly gaining humility and a few other human traits. Lucifer threw himself back on the bed and screamed into a pillow. And he removed the pillow and stared at the straw ceiling. Shut up, Raiden Lee! His voice shifted to a whining child. You're enjoying my pain too much. I know this place is making me soft, and I don't want to understand what it's like to be a human. Page 85. He sounded like he was about to cry, but instead he kicked his legs on the bed. I don't want to understand what it feels like to be a human. I want to be an angel. I want to be an angel-powered destroyer, sower of chaos, a thorn in my father's plans. I don't want to be human. The idea didn't settle well with Satan. With a great smile, Raiden Lee couldn't help but tease just a little bit longer. Well, now you're sounding like a temper tantrum store toddler that's mad because he didn't get the toy he wanted. A soft animal whine. He flipped his back to Raiden Lee. Raiden Lee used the bed's springiness and ninja flipped off the bed. Well, Master McMopey Pants, You can whine and wallow, but I'm kind of hungry, so I'm going to snag that meal. Do what you want, and don't forget your apple and your pitchfork. Satan sat up. It's a trident! Bye! Get out of my face! He stuck his tongue out and then flopped back on the bed. Faded laughter as a nonchalant half of a wave was thrown in the air. Raiden Lee slowly shuffled out of the lodge. I swear, if I get back home, I'm going to quietly take the human city of Washington, D.C., its capital, so quietly my stupid brothers aren't even going to notice my presence. I will cause the greatest war yet. Y'all won't mock me then. You'll see. Everybody thinks I'm a joke. Meanwhile, at the damn hotel, Apollo was finishing up his meal. A slight soft tap on his shoulder. Excuse me, Mr. Apollo, your room is ready, and your warm bubble bath and hot towels are ready and prepared. Oh, perfect timing. Thank you, Jennifer. $100 for your troubles. Oh, unexpected. Thank you, sir. Georgia returned. You all done? May I take your plate? Your plates? Yes, ma'am. He scooched his chair back. As she collected the dishes, she asked, How was your meal, Apollo? He patted any sauce or crumbs off his mouth with a 24-karat gold trimmed velvet sash napkin. Absolutely delightful. Thank you so much. Compliments to the chef and the hunters. Georgia smiled. I'm glad you liked it. I'll pass your compliments to the chef. Thank you for dining with us. Thank you for dining with us. This is a what energy drink. You need an energy drink? That's your boy right there. ZOA. That's the tropical punch one. My favorite's the white peach. Better on ice. So good. Apollo rose and placed the napkin on the plate and finished his beverage. He started to head up to his room. Thank you for having me. A wave, and he disappeared to the elevators that led to his room. Meanwhile, back at the Bro Can't Fight Lodge, Raiden Lee was halfway through his saltwater Trudent Fruitant filet with butter sauce and chopped potatoes and carrots when Lucifer showed up. Ah, there she is. A short snuff. Hey, chef, you got any steak? What kind of stupid question is that, Lucy? Yes. Let me get that. How do you want it? Bloody. Extra rare? Yeah. A sigh from the chef, noticing the lack of manners Lucifer possessed was annoying. Give me 20 minutes. Back at Apollo's hotel, a sudden knock at the door snapped Apollo out of his meditative slumber. Huh? Yeah. Come in. I mean, come on. No. Come in. The door opened and the king came through. Sorry for the intrusion, Apollo. I'll come back if this is a bad time. No. You're good. I need to get out anyway. The bubbles have disappeared and I'm starting to get pruny. I didn't mean to fall asleep. Apollo exited the bathroom, wrapped his hair in a warm towel and cloaked himself in one of the hotel's golden sashes. Give me a few moments to get decent and I'll be right with you. Take your time. The king hung back at the front door. I wanted to thank you for your generous tip. That will help the island out a lot. Yeah, no worries. I minted it fresh for you this morning. You're very kind. Apollo ruffled his hair to drain the water droplets from his hair fibers. Page 86. I wish I had the awesome powers of a ManBeardian Viking. Y'all are never wet and have to do very little to stay silky smooth. The king laughed. Only when we are near our women, Apollo thought blankly. Ew! I don't need to know that. I'm decent. Come on in, old friend. Have a seat. We have much to discuss. That we do, Apollo. That we do. Can I get you a drink? Can I get you something to drink, Your Majesty? A coffee, cream, one lump would be nice. Please and thank you. Okay, I got you. He walked in the kitchen and began a pot of coffee. So, who will take on the challenge first? And are you splitting them up, or are they pairing up? I guess that's the same question. They didn't have to yell. The architecture of the building provided a decent enough echo to talk from other rooms. In a sense it is, but it's fine. I can tell you're excited. Very. Your islands always shows your island always shows your Thailand culture in each fight. Sows. Your island always shows your Thailand culture in every fight. On top of that, you Muay Thai fighters provide the most interesting fights. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Don's fights are fun, but they're over too quickly. Better not tell the Don that. He takes pride in that military might of style of his. Then again, it might not bother him, because his style is fast and dirty anyway. But it's always good to keep the Don in happy good graces. Remember what happened to Tai Chi? Oh my goodness. Yes. Tai Chi bucked at the Don one time, and he not only conquered their nation, but made them build and pay for all the beardless villages of ManBeardia. That was a very loud and very clear message to all the tribes. Golly, was it ever? They both laughed. I'm sure he'd figure out how to make you owe him big favors, if you even made him angry. He's creepy good with tactics and military warfare. Oh, excuse me. That he is, and I'm sure he would. Then in that case, let's keep that between me and you. Apollo walked out with a cup of coffee on a saucer. Here you go. Careful, it's hot. Agreed, and thank you. I was planning on having a parade, a big old feast, dancers, the whole nine. Oh? Apollo said, interested as he took a seat across from the king. The king smiled. My chefs have been preparing since last Thursday. It was my champion's idea. He's very excited to fight that dark angel of yours. Not many combatants make my champion excited anymore. Except the once in a blue moon sparring he has with the Isle of Krav Maga. When they host their annual martial arts tournament, you always throw the best parties. I have to thank him for pitching the idea. The king smiled. Your ninja boy will run in an obstacle course built by the Isle of Ninjutsu. Apollo started to ask why. They insisted. Once those shadows put their minds to something, they are worse than freight trains that lost their brakes. And as you know, it is very hard to say no to that passionate group. Apollo was getting excited. A ninja obstacle course made by ninjas for a ninja? Now that's exciting. He took a sip of his coffee. Yes, I thought you might like that one. Which reminds me, Your Grace, how did you think of splitting them apart? Nobody before thought of that. The king raised his hands. What can I say? I'm a trendsetter. Masaki Hatsume already has asked if he can steal the idea of making them fight their challenge in their own bodies and not letting them fuse to bounce their powers off each other. I told them, sure, why not? You ought to see the course. It truly is a special type of craftsmanship. Speaking of specials, Your Grace, did you see the boxing match? King Ali. Oh, yes. King Ali's was to watch, but King Tyson's was over too quickly. Did you watch it? Apollo's voice saddened. No. Unfortunately, by the time I made it to the island, everything was over. What happened? It's not like you to miss a sporting event. Apollo switched to an annoyed tone. Yes, well, that stupid water elemental was extra unstable that day. I had convinced him, the Jujitsu King, I had convinced the Jiu-Jitsu King to ferry us to the boxing aisle when we got attacked. Was it Tech 9 Bro Dripley? Yes, that water elemental. I heard he was feuding with his son. Something about not wanting to take the mantle of Prince of the Sea. You know teens, defiant just because they can. They argue about everything and anything for no reason. That might be why he was extra touchy that day. Probably makes sense. He didn't have to shatter the king's ship, though. After I defeated Tech 9 Bro Dripley, I had to fly all the Vikings back to their island. I don't desire to be rude, Apollo. Feel free to decline to answer. Your business is yours, but I simply must ask. No, you're fine. Go ahead. Why help these foreigners at all? It's not like they're from a distant isle. They aren't even ManBeardian. Raiden Lee, the Raiden Lee fellow, and the demon dude, I wouldn't let. I would have let the wild things deal with them. Chuck their bones, if any, were left in the sea and be done with it, avoiding all this unneeded calamities and strife. Apollo smiled. I don't know. I guess it's a god-level curiosity. I'm not sure what attracted me to help those two. The ninja man is interesting. Something of his soul's energy says I should help him. Or give him the option to separate from Lucifer. And the Dark Angel fascinates me. A little unmannered, but fascinating. They seem comfy together from what I've seen. But as long as you know what you're doing, I mean, you are a god after all. You house a higher awareness of than me. So I won't challenge your judgment. Yes, I do. Yes, I do know what I'm doing. But thank you for your concern. I plan on sending them home soon. But I want to see what they are capable of first. The ninjas talk about legends of Mr. Raiden Lee, like he's a god among men. Oh, Apollo, I just remembered. I wanted to let you know. I will be broadcasting the events. You're too kind, Your Grace. King Smart Packaroon smiled. That way, wherever you are on the island, you'll be able to stream the event. Apollo smiled. Thank you, Your Grace. There will be a catch for your boys, though. A catch? Ooh, do tell. When the boys go to sleep tonight, my people will install a neural implant planted in the back of their necks. That's sneaky. What does it do? It's a creature native to this island. They are a hare animal species called Galayas. They use strong mental psychic energy to communicate with each other, and then they attack when they are uncomfortable or afraid, or if they sense their partner is in danger. They depend on teamwork to survive. Any Goliath, no, how do I say that? Goliath. Any Goliath that tries to go outside of teamwork, any Goliath that tries to go outside of teamwork will be killed. Okay. The boys will be separate in a sense, but will be together. They will have to figure out how to work as a team to beat my challenge. I love a good plot twist, the king smiled. In the wild, they kill each other if teamwork isn't executed properly. Well, damn. If your boys don't figure out how to work together, let's just say your boys aren't leaving my challenge alive. Fascinating, Apollo said with his rising excitement. stay cool. Apollo was focused on the details of the upcoming match. Was more focused on the details of the upcoming match than the boy's health and well-being. The its, creatures, animals, birds, and whatchamacallits of this world will forever amaze me. Yeah, it is truly an interesting place to live, isn't it? The king smiled. They finished their cups of coffee, and they continued their friendly conversation, and after about 3 hours, King's smart packaroon slapped his knee. All right, well, I got to get going. Wife is going to start wondering where I am. Big day tomorrow. The king placed a cup and saucer on the table in between the chairs, and he stood up. Meanwhile, back at the tiki bar. Page 88. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so stuffed I can't eat another bite. Not sure how a meal took 2.5 hours to finish, but oh my goodness. 'Twas worth the time. I'm gonna go lay down. Lucifer got up and went to the hut. Next day arose on the 7th rotation of the sun. Aw, isn't he kind of adorable snoring like that? Doesn't seem that scary when he's asleep. Apollo softly laughed. It's mainly that voice of his. That's what makes him scary. Lucifer flicked his eyes open, and he quickly sat up, noticing the large group of people in the room. The film crew zoomed in on his groggy animal demon face. It's about time you woke up. Get up, you old geezer. We're gonna miss the parade. The voice was familiar but abnormally excited. Huh? Parade? Lee, what are you talking about? He rubbed his eyes and looked over at the other bed, where Raiden Lee was sitting staring at him. Raiden Lee threw Satan a wet washcloth and a breakfast burrito at Satan's face. You got 10 minutes. The king is outside waiting for us. I already ate. Lucy rubbed his eyes and focused. What are you wearing? Oh, this? It was a gift from the king. Said he knew my ancestors who got my family into royalty to rule the throne of Japan. It's a royal ceremonial robe. Isn't it awesome? It was a dark purple with red and gold dragons stitched in it. Lucifer realized that Raiden Lee was yelling. As his senses came fully back, there was exotic dancers outside and a drum line laying down some seriously fresh beats. Drunken laughter and murmuring Looks like the party already started. Huh? Oh, them? No. That's just the native villagers starting early. Come on, old fart. This is going to be fun. Ugh. It's like 90 degrees here. Lord. Raiden Lee hopped up and threw a pillow at him. Funny enough, the pillow immediately was pierced through with the top of his horns, onto the top of his horns. Annoyed with all this noise this early and now a feather pillow entangled in Satan's horns, he spat some feathers out. Yeah, fun. Lucifer took the next 30 minutes getting the pillow detangled from his head and getting new clothes on. Lucifer exited the shower in a custom morphed red suit. He spun and said, "Oh, I'm bad. I'm back, and it feels good to be bad." The cameraman laughed at his false sense of safety and security. You do realize you're going to the stadium for ritual combat, right? Like, you're overdressed, and no one leaves that stadium alive in one piece. He turned to the cameraman and patted the cameraman's head. Sounds like my kind of rules. He strutted out of the hut with his head held high. The cameraman re-straightened his hair. Jerk. The cameraman said under his breath. Only moments later to be completely derailed by one single witty one-liner. There you are, princess. Don't you look pretty with your high step? Completely deflated, Satan's shoulders sagged in annoyance. Shut up, Raiden Lee. I can't have your punk ass looking better than me. Raiden Lee produced a cat-like adoring anime eyes. Aw, he cares. He really cares. Lucifer was in a British white TV actor's body. He lowered his head and still have what? Lucifer was in a white TV actor's body. He lowered his head but still had that animalistic personality and anger. That's funny, like Ditto the Pokemon. Like, yeah, another animalistic growl. Another growl warranted. This one was more threatening. Come on, clean up. You're drooling on yourself. He turned and walked towards the king. Deciding teasing time was over. Your Majesty, thank you so much for these beautiful accommodations. Is that fireworks I hear? Why, yes, Raiden Lee. It is. I spared no expense. You're too kind. I should have roomed you with Apollo and leave that thing out here. I can hear you, you know. The king smiled and waved. Enjoy the parade, Lucifer. The kebabs are to die for. 2 horses awaited the mount of Lucifer and Raiden Lee. The Valer... My goodness, it's hot. Ooh. The Valedrians know where to take you both. You will take the blue sash horse, and Lucy will take the red sash horse. All will be explained when you both of you reach your destinations. Whew. Alright, well, it's too hot to read anymore. So, next time on ManBeardia, Vikings Before Time.